Let me read this one. This is Revelation chapter 9 in verse 18. By these three was the third part of men killed. So there are three parts or classifications of men: the sons of the Most High, the sons of the nations, or the sons of men, and the sons of the wicked, which are the Edomites. The third part of men is talking about the Edomites. By these three was the third part of men killed, by the fire, and by the smoke, and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths. So the Edomite system, power structure, is going to be destroyed. But there will be Edomites left on the earth reserved for slavery. So it doesn't say by these three was the third part of man killed, and then Gog and Magog would do something. No, it says what it says. And we know that government, the mountain of Israel, this kingdom is growing right now. We read in Isaiah 2, it's also in Micah 4, and that would be the next ruling body. I'll read verse 19. For their power is in their mouth and in their tails. For their tails were like unto serpents, talking about the missiles, because they look like a serpent, and had heads, because the missiles have warheads. And with them, they do hurt, and we know that all these nations are going to shoot their missiles on America. That's when the earth will reel to and fro like a drunkard. And this is Daniel chapter 7. Let's see if the Isaiah 14 loaded. Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. And Esau went up into the space area, the heavens area, his satellites up there, space stations. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation, the Israelites in the sides of the North America, Babylon the Great. So that's Esau rules over the Israelites here. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. And Obadiah 1 says Esau would go up into the heavens. The Edomites. Obadiah 1 is a chapter about the Edomites, and it goes perfectly with this Isaiah 14. And it says right here in verse 13, it would go up into the heavens. Verse 15, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit, this hell being Esau being in slavery. So Esau is going to go from rulership, America, the north would be a place of his rulership, Babylon the Great, the uttermost part of the earth, and it will be destroyed by those missiles. It will be destroyed by fire, and then Esau would go into slavery, to that hell. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? And that's talking about, that's what we'll look on Esau, like a squintingly unbelief. Like, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? That this is going to be showed as the state of the Edomites in the kingdom. So they're going from these pompous, proud, and strong people to this lower state in their slavery. This is going to be said about Esau. Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? And Russians are Edomites. So I don't want to forget that the point of this lesson is that the Israelites are going to reign, not Russia. And then, so when Esau goes down, that means he goes down. So now let's see what Daniel 7 will load, if it's the Lord's will. I'll read this Matthew 24 and verse 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days, so Jacob's trouble, Jeremiah 37, Daniel 12, we read about with the Archangel Michael and the time of trouble. Tribulation of those days, it all goes together. Shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars, which are the missiles, shall fall from heaven. The serpents that we read about with the heads, they have many names in the scriptures like arrows and so on. And the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven, that's Yahushai, coming in the so-called UFOs, the chariots, with the holy angels and the Archangel Michael with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. So beam the Israelites up wherever we were scattered, mainly from America, Babylon the Great. Genesis 49 says, Shiloh come, that's Yahushai, and unto him shall the gathering of the people be. He's going to gather his elect.